We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Steven Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
You're outside. 58. 58 to Mike. Focus, defense, focus. Right side. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
65, 65, 65, 41, Mike, Zoo, 41, Mike,
back to throw, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Go set. 58, 58, Mike. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Yo, ladies. Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Slam. Lady. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
You ain't doing nothing. Lady. You ain't doing nothing today.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. Bell first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Mike, 58, right there. I got one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the 3rd-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Allen now looks to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, this Week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62 to 55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? People say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
Darnold from the gun. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Yo.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
It's a gain of 16.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the Bills' 43-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run it right side with Cannon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On third down, Powell. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
14 yards. That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. 58, boys. 58.
Hey, Charlie.
Silver.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Jets first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
You better be afraid of me.
49.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We go set.
41's the mic.
Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Switch.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
We go set.
Mike 41. Okay, double up. Man, 80.
From the 44, Darnold. Safarian Jenkins has it. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Ficken's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Round 80.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Check three.
On first down, Singletary. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, yeah.
56, 56.
Again. Here we go again. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Allen. He finds Taylor, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
First down, Bills.
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Another try on 2nd down for Gore. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, you're going to have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Frank Gore taking it in. And the Bills cut into that lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. They'll give this to Bell running right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Check three.
Ready? Yo, lady. Switch on travel.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and 13.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Come get some.
Hey, orbit.
Here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
58 to Mike.
Throwing on second down, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it'll bring up third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They're running it.
Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Right there. 54 miles.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Hey, exit.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Go.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. It's just man, Eddie. It's just me and you.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run it with Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st down, it's Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now Bell, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make it. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on first down, Allen, he'll find Taylor. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Alert, alert.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go.
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills get a bit closer. Hauschka with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Check out. 675.
Luck on first down. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Throwing again on second down. Luck. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
11.
Here's Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
On second and 10, Luck. Catch made here by Campbell. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Here's Luck. And he's got his man, Hilton. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Again, Luck. This complete to Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Luck throwing again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to the air, Luck on second down. Ebron's got it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's go.
From the 44, Jackson completes it to Lee. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
And the Jaguar first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts 13-yard line.
Here we go.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On 2nd down now, Stewart. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now Leonard Fournette, and he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck, and he hits his tight end, Ebron. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A minute 52 to play until halftime. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This is Fournette. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
61, match box, lights.
At the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Luck. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Big stop.
From the gun, here's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Josh Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. 12. 12.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dwayne Smoot in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Looking downfield for Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now it's Jackson. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Fournette, a first down carry. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
At the 13-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
They run the counter. Stewart. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Come on, set. Ain't together. Double up. Double up. Free. Way outside deep. Double up. Free. Defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Jackson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Love. Nowhere to his escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So they boost their advantage here in the 4th quarter. And don't get me wrong, you take the points. I guess the only downside is didn't really get to milk any of the clock here in this last quarter.
But they'll take the points because, as you and I both know, here in the 4th quarter, things intensify. And while they may not have taken firm command of the game, it does give them a little bit of a cushion.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw, Luck. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Luck. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
3rd and long, it's Luck. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Luck. And he's going to go down again. Calais Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On third down, Fournette. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. The open man is Westbrook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First down.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They'll run with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette. 27 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.